Oh, good.
Reserve list.
They're shuffling.
They're playing.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brad Nelson. I'm here with Gerard Fabiano, and this is the finals of the SCG Charlotte Legacy Open. We got High Tide from Eric on the right. We got Andrew on the left with Blue Red Delver, and it's going to be an exciting match.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think Andrew's game one matchup is okay, but I think after board it gets a lot better. He gets to take out the dead cards of Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Price of Progress, and brings in more disruption in the form of Surgical Extraction, the Pyrostatic Pillar, the extra Force of Will, and the 2 Pyroblast.
We have watched Eric have some very good matchups this tournament, and now he's running into the finals, a really tough matchup.
Actually, he's going to leave in Lightning Bolt. What he's going to do is he's going to go -3 Grim Lavamancer,
Yes.
-4 Chain Lightning, -2 Price. So that's 9 cards. And then he's going to bring in 3 Pillars, Force of Will, Pyroblast, and only 3 Extractions.
All right, let's
Pretty
see
much
if
the
you're
reason why
correct.
he's taking out the Lavamancers is because in this matchup, Lavamancers doesn't really do anything. And he wants to bring in more instances of sorceries so he can maximize the chance of a Delver hitting. I mean, the Delver's going to hit most of the time anyway, between him having so many spells in his deck, plus the Ponders. But yeah, my prediction is Andrew taking down the trophy.
We
So-
did get a question that is watching High Tide better than Jersey Shore? No. Nothing beats Jersey Shore.
I actually don't enjoy watching the Jersey Shore.
Really?
Yeah, I think I watched it maybe one time for 5 or 10 minutes, maybe a whole episode. But yeah, I think it's a terrible show.
I love it.
Yeah, so I think if you're Italian and you're from New Jersey, you see how terrible the show is. Maybe if you're from North Dakota and you're not Italian, you might think it's good.
I don't know if it has anything to do with Italian and where they're from. It just has to do with who the people are.
Yeah, I feel like it brings a negative stereotype.
Obviously.
Some people thought that Sopranos brought a negative stereotype for Italians as well.
Yeah.
So
TV brings negative stereotypes to most people.
yeah, but they're only stereotypes.
Hmm?
They're only stereotypes. No,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what doesn't bring negative stereotypes? When you're playing Blue Red Delver.
No.
Everybody just loves
That
you.
guy's just awesome.
Yeah, there's like and he's got like a really cool hat on. It's
Yeah.
one of those hats where clearly, if he wants, it could
love
fit
his
over
hair.
his head, but he kind of wants to show like the Justin Bieber type.
Yeah, he wants to show his amazing hair.
Yeah, he's like and he doesn't want to get it messed up. He probably put some of the pomade. Do you ever
No,
use-
it naturally just looks like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably some pomade, maybe like some crew type
No.
sticky gel.
All right, both players are looking over each other's deck list, and I think
Yeah.
Eric's looking like, wow, I'm in a lot of trouble. Delver, Goblin Guide, Snapcaster Mage, a bunch of counterspells, a bunch of burn.
Yeah.
He's going to put pressure on me. He's going to be able to stop my spells. I mean, it takes a while for the High Tide deck to set up.
And if you guys are ever in this situation where you have to look at the other guy's deck list, normally what you want to do is, it's tough to remember the entire 75 cards.
Yeah.
You want to say, okay, what counters does he have? And remember the counter
Yes.
spells. What combat tricks does he
The
have?
other thing you could do is, because this is outside game information, once the match starts, you can actually then take a piece of paper and just write it all out. So if you can just spend as much mental energy as remembering the 75 cards are the ones that matter, then write them down immediately when you hand the deck list in.
Yeah, but before you actually present your deck.
Well, you have to do it once the match begins. So it's when you're shuffling, then that's when you write your notes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how big of a deal it is, but it looks like these guys are just studying over it one more time, and hopefully these guys will get to start to playing soon.
Both these guys really want a trophy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I want a trophy.
I mean, you have a trophy.
Yeah, I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. Well, maybe you gotta start winning.
I'm gonna try next weekend.
Could have play some blue black.
Probably.
right,
Unless
cool.
Jerry talks me into something else.
Yeah. What do you think you could be talked into?
Nothing.
Do blue black.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys have questions for blue black, you guys should probably read one of Brad's articles.
I'll be
Make
talking
a
about
video
it.
maybe.
I think I'm gonna be making a video tomorrow about blue black.
All right, blue black. You got some tragic slips. Any other new cards you might want to throw in there?
Nope.
No.
Just tragic slip.
Just 4 tragic slip.
Probably 3.
3. All right. So a big improvement from the virulent wound.
Yes, a lot better.
Yeah. The wound was nice, but you're not really playing poison.
No.
So, and tragic slip gives -13, -13,
That's a lot.
just in case you have to kill some of those big creatures.
Still can't kill an Emrakul.
No. You know what could kill Emrakul?
No.
Another Emrakul.
Yes, legend
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah. A Phantasmal Image. For 2 mana. Phantasmal Image has proven to be one of the best cards that,
Oh, it's such a good card.
when it first came out, it was like a $2 card. It's like $14 now.
Yeah.
Everybody plays
Very
4
good
of it.
Magic card.
Yeah. So and that's the
Who
thing.
knew a 2-mana clone would be awesome?
Yeah, right. It's
In a
like,
format filled with Titans.
yeah. I mean, in the same set there was Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what card I miss? Baneslayer Angel.
I miss Baneslayer a lot
Yeah.
too.
I miss Baneslayer Angel. Is there another card you miss?
Baneslayer's the card that won me my only professional Magic tournament.
All right. Is there another card that maybe you miss or no?
Jace the Mind Sculptor in Standard, when only like 30% of people played with it, and 80% should have played with it.
I was never really that big of a fan of Jace, just because it was just.
Gideon when it was good. I miss Gideon when it was good.
I played
like,
Gideon
it's not good anymore.
at Hawaii. It was like okay. I played 1.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to play 0, but
It's not that good.
Yeah, Pat Cox and Oren Beasley were like, "This is the reason why we're playing white for Gideon," and I was like, "Dude, Gideon's not even good. I don't even want to play 1." So I think they ended up playing 2. Maybe they listened to me and cut it down to 1.
Yeah, Gideon is not really good in Standard right now. I liked it when it was awesome. Like a year ago or 2 years ago, it was just such an amazing card.
Yeah. So I would like to make a. I talk about this every once in a while, but I never actually do it. Make a an invitational deck. You could play Meddling Mage. You could play Shadow Mage Infiltrator, Dark Confidant, Snapcaster. You can play Kai's Invitational card, Void Mage Prodigy, Soma Simulacrum. I feel like the worst Invitational card, a lot of people say it's Terry So's, Rakdos Guild Mage.
No.
But
It's not the least play, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe the worst is the Olari Rades.
Oh, which one's
Sylvan Safekeeper.
Yeah, Sylvan Safekeeper.
Yeah, Root Ward of Thief's pretty bad.
No, that wins. Road of Thief.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I can see it being like an okay sideboard card like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Or when it like first came out,
All right, are we gonna see turn 1? Oh man.
I don't think so. I think they're still shuffling. All right,
That's
they're
great.
looking at the opening hands. All right, I'll keep, he says. And we got a small crowd watching.
We're getting the finals underway. I'm Brad Nelson. This is Gerard Fabiano, and this is the SCG Charlotte Legacy Finals. And we're going off with High Tide with Eric Becker against Andrew Schnider playing Blue Red Delver.
Yeah, in the dark, I think we're going to see a turn on Delver. What's your guess?
I'm going to go with Goblin Gad.
All right. Either way, it's a great start.
It's a very aggressive start.
Yeah, the worst one would be a Grim Lavamancer.
I think the worst one would be a Ponder.
Oh, wow. Is that double Delver? Yeah. It is double Delver.
With a smiley face.
Yeah. All right. So there's a Delver. And Eric's going to be under a lot of pressure if it flips on turn 2.
And a Daze, too. All right.
Yeah.
Does he Daze that?
No, I guess not. I mean, does he have another land in hand?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. If he didn't have another land, I think dazing is like really good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You daze, just... Yeah, I don't see another land. I would have dazed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah. Oh, he just passes without...
Oh, Brainstorm.
And Eric passes without having a second land.
No, that was his turn 1.
Are you sure it was turn 1?
Yes.
Oh, Andrew was on the play?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's late. All right, so Andrew attacks for 3. And what do you think? Brainstorm? It's a bit risky, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, Andrew's running pretty good. 2 sack lands. Why not? I think I would want to hide that Grim Lavamancer and a Chain Lightning.
No, a second... Not a second land?
I mean, having 3 lands is fine, especially with Snapcaster.
Sure.
Not like the worst thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I mean, Andrew could just theoretically force Eric to go on to go off on like his turn 3.
Well, I think that could easily happen.
Yeah, maybe you should have kept that Chain Lightning.
That's what I mean. I just want a bunch of burn.
It's probably better than maybe Snapcaster, or the extra land, like you were saying. Especially with daze, because like if you daze something, that's kind of like a land. So your play kind of makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah, I just want to hit him as hard as I can, as fast as I can.
Yeah. All right, so Eric starts his second turn here. What do you think Eric's hoping for? Just like a preordain and a brainstorm or something?
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I don't know what the High Tide deck does under pressure, because it doesn't like get to cast cards like Explorer, get a lot of lands in play. You only get 1 land per turn.
And to be honest, we saw High Tide a decent amount on camera, And every time it has never been under pressure.
Yeah, it's always been against a slow deck. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Eric's had a lot of good matchups that we've seen.
Yeah. So
I definitely just daze this. I don't know why you wouldn't.
yeah, right. It seems so good to daze, just like
Because once he casts High Tide, you can't daze that, and then once he has so much mana, you can't daze the turnabouts.
yeah. I mean, maybe he wants to save that daze for something where like Eric just has just enough mana to do everything.
Yes.
Because he's putting a lot of pressure under him.
All right, so he draws.
There's another island.
You know what? The first time I was making fun of him for not having the same islands, but I kind of like it now.
Yeah, give a variety, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brighten up
I
your
guess
day
the
a bit.
other thing sweet about this is if Andrew plays a spell and Becker Force of Wills it, he can daze that.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah. All right. So is the Delver gonna flip?
I don't know. If it does, Becker's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I mean yeah. He should have kept that chain lightning. I mean, I guess keeping Snapcaster is kind of the same thing because you can just Snapcaster back Bolt and bolt him. All right. So somebody asked about the Gen Con badge. Yeah, we're gonna ask a question after game 1, and then you're gonna have your chance to win your free Gen Con badge. So stay with us for sure. Any good tweets? Brad's reading the tweets, seeing if any of them are good.
They're all wonderful.
All right, it's a couple of good tweets. Thanks, guys, for the good tweets. All right, so Eric draws off Ponder. At least this game has a bit more action. Last game was just, we were saying was Eric's thinking.
Yeah. One thing I do see on there, a lot of people are talking about the deck list that went up. The
Delver doesn't
Eric,
flip.
oh, it's already fixed? All right.
All right. Ooh,
All right, Eric
Goblin guy.
Becker's deck list had 5 turnabouts in the deck, 4 main, 1 sideboard, 1 it's supposed to be 3-1. But anyway, 6 powers coming in. Eric's dropping to 11.
Yeah, so, I mean, Eric goes to 11. End of turn, Volt you. Flip Delver, win. All right. So I mean, next turn is lethal. Potentially.
Does he have to flip? He doesn't have to flip.
He doesn't have to flip because you can just Snapcaster back the Bolt.
Yeah.
So yeah, officially it's lethal unless Eric has
Yes.
like a Forcible or something. Yeah. All right. So like I thought, Eric was going to be forced to go off on his turn 3, and he's going to have to fight through a daze as well. So Andrew's hand is Daze, Snapcaster Mage, and Lightning Bolt. So there's a Merchant Scroll, and Andrew should just let that resolve. It's not really doing much.
Yeah.
Was never really a fan of these like tutor type cards. I mean, obviously they're great in combo decks, but
Yeah. All right, so congratulations, Andrew, for winning game 1.
yeah, I mean, as long as
I don't see
Nothing
what
yeah.
else Eric could do. He's got 1 land.
we don't want to jump the gun too soon because we see how powerful High Tide is, but
Yes, but I mean, High Tide has powerful things
Yeah.
it can do, but it's
All right.
tapped out. He's just
Yeah.
hoping he just doesn't.
I mean, Eric's gonna need like a Force of Will and
2 Force Wills.
yeah, like 2 Force of Wills.
Mhm.
So and then even then he goes to 1, right?
You take 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he can't double Force Will because he's at 11. He's taking 6 on board, and Lightning Bolt's already dealing damage.
Yeah. So, well, the Lightning Bolt would be forced. That would be one of the things that got forced.
Well, then he would daze and force, and then the Snapcaster would Lightning Bolt it.
So either way, it's just
Yeah,
over.
it's just game over.
All right. So Andrew's gonna go end of the turn Lightning Bolt. Not too sure what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
All right. Lightning Bolt you.
The Lightning Bolt.
All right. So Becker most likely will be going on to 8. Yeah, this is just like this has to be the worst matchup for High Tide.
Yeah.
Especially after board.
Well, yeah, it's a aggressive deck. Eric is a combo deck that can interact with the creatures, and the other deck is just 1-drops and burn and counter
Yeah.
spells. It has to be like the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
This matchup isn't as bad as when we watched the Painter's Servant mill deck against the Show and Tell. So like the Painter's Servant deck just is the only way you can win game 1.
Was this today?
Yeah, this was during your break.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he just mills his opponent. That's the only way he can win game 1, unless he attacks with Painter Servant 20 times. And the other deck has 4 Emrakuls and 3 Progenitus.
Yeah.
After sideboard, the only way that the Painter Servant deck can win is show and telling Emrakul, and the other deck is better at doing it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm not too sure why the game's still going on. I guess Eric doesn't know that Andrew has the Daze and the Snapcaster. I mean, sometimes like you just want to show your opponent.
Yeah.
You're just like, hey, this is what I have. All right, so there's a Snapcaster, and I think Becker's gonna realize now that it's over because.
Well, if he has 1 force, it's not over.
Well, he does have 1 force, but he has the Daze.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that right now.
Oh, okay. No, what I was saying was sometimes like you just like show. You're just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have the Daze, I have the Bolt, I have the Snapcaster, whatnot.
I got it all, my friend.
Yeah. Misdirection would save him if he had one, because he wouldn't have to lose the 1 life, and then he'd have 1 more turn to go off. But there's a Daze. And I think Eric knows that.
Even when he's dead, he still takes forever.
Yeah.
But he's just playing careful. I like that because he just wants to make sure.
All right. Why did he draw a card? Was that upkeep?
Oh, he was upkeep. He was Snapcaster, brainstorming.
Oh, Snapcaster
to flip his Delver.
Why wouldn't he just snap? Why would he just snap away like the lightning bolt?
Yeah, whatever. But we don't have to worry about that now because we got something very important.
We do. We have the Gen Con badge.
Yes.
So if you've been sticking with us all weekend, that's awesome. Brad, you want to do the honors?
I'll do the honors.
Awesome.
I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to tweet at hashtag SCG Premium.
Yep.
And if you're selected, you're going to win a Gen Con badge.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ready?
I think they're... Wait. Okay, now they're ready.
All right. So far in this tournament, 2 plaques have been given away for the Draft Open Challenge winners, and 1 trophy has been given away for the Standard winner. What deck was he playing?
All right. So...
Who won the Standard Open earlier this morning?
wait.
Not who. What archetype won the Standard
Open?
What
archetype? Okay. All right. You just switched the questions.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that one more time. What archetype won the Standard Open this morning?
But if you feel like it.
But if you feel like you can add his name as well.
Will it increase your chance of winning or no?
You'll get a high five from me whenever you see me at Gen Con if you add his name as well and win.
But you won't have a chance. It won't increase your chance of winning.
No.
So we're just looking for the archetype.
Just the archetype.
All right, awesome. So tweet in at SCG Premium and answer Brad Nelson's questions for your chance at winning the Gen Con badge.
That's correct.
Yeah, good question, Brad. Give me a high five. All right. All right, so let's go back to these guys. And there's Glenn Jones, who's sitting next to Andrew there. So, Andrew, we already talked about what he's bringing in. 3 surgical extractions.
If you think he's bringing in the extractions.
Yeah, for sure. 3 extractions, 2 Pyroblast, 1 Force of Will, 3 Pyrostatic Pillars. And Eric is just... I mean, if Eric wins, I have to give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
And I got to give him a lot of time.
Why a lot of time?
To win this matchup?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to have to fight through a lot unless he somehow just gets... Yeah, it's just... I really like Andrew's deck. Andrew has a cool deck here.
Yeah, it's very innovative. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love this format. Like, every time I watch this format, there's just a new deck every time.
Yeah, for sure. And interesting he chooses Spell Pierce. What do you think about Spell Pierce in Legacy? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a very powerful card. But it does lose its value earlier in the games. Like, Spell Pierce in Standard was hitting a lot of bigger spells. But in Legacy, depending on the archetype, it by turn 4 it might be over. Kind of like how Mana Leak right now in Standard isn't that great.
Yeah, Mana Leak in Standard is not very good.
It's very powerful, but it's not amazing.
Yeah, and I feel like Mana Leak might right now the way Standard is, Mana Leak is similar to Snapcaster Mage, where I talked about this in my last article on Star City. Snapcaster Mage is not very good in control decks.
I can agree and disagree. It's not good in Solar Flare. I think Snapcaster Mage is very good in blue-black control. Okay. It's not good in blue-white control. I think it depends on what your deck's trying to do. I think the ability to Forbidden Alchemy and whenever you have an extra chance to drown yard yourself, putting these spells into your graveyard, being able to Snapcaster them is just great. Being able to, Tragic Slip away Strangleroot Geist with a Snapcaster Mage, because that trades. I'm a big fan of Snapcaster Mage in that deck, but I would not play a single copy of it in Esper.
Yeah. I mean, in Hawaii I played Esper, and I was telling Pat and Oren, there's no reason to play Snapcaster, and they ended up playing 2. I played 0, and if I could go back, I still would play 0. Yeah. So, but Mana Leak's kind of the same thing.
If I could go back, I'd play 4 Snapcasters.
Yeah, I mean, Mana Leak is like, you saw Finkel's deck, you saw Yelger's deck. They only played 2 Mana Leaks.
Yeah. But their deck was a little bit different. I do believe if you go back to Geist, you want 4 Mana Leaks.
Yeah, I like playing Geist and then just protecting it.
Yeah.
I was actually talking before, maybe playing Spectral Flight.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about that earlier where Shuhei was testing that, yeah.
Yeah.
In a human's deck.
Do you think Spectral Flight in some decks is better than Angelic Destiny? If you're playing both blue and white, or do you think Angelic Destiny is just more powerful?
Angelic Destiny is a more powerful card, and that's the kind of card you want against Wolf Run.
Yeah.
And that's where you want those enchantments. That's the matchup you want them in. You don't really want them in too many matchups, so I would much rather just have the higher impact card, even if it costs more. But the match is underway. Turn 1 Ponder from Eric.
All right, cool. So both players kept their hands. Andrew's hand looks pretty good.
Yeah, I see the double guide.
Yeah, I think he has 2 Ponders as well.
It's weird.
So it's
Goblin Guide, Ponder.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But sure, why not?
Yeah, works.
So it seems like these red decks have been tearing up the SCG Opens and the Legacy portions, either mono red or now we have red blue.
Goblin Guide
really
has been doing very well.
Yeah, Goblin Guide might go up in price.
All right, there's a Spell Pierce. That's going to help him with pressure.
Yep. All right.
All right. He did not. I wonder if Eric was thinking about turn 1 Goblin Guide.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, maybe not, because
maybe there wasn't a land in the top 3.
Eric's only playing 17 lands.
Yeah, it might be difficult for that. I definitely know whenever I ponder or preordained against a red deck in the Goblin Guide, and I didn't think about it, and I could have hit a land, such a bad feeling.
Yeah, Andrew's draw is just amazing, though. He also has a Spell Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a Ponder. So now for sure, if he sees a land.
And the best thing about Eric's deck is he has to have such an amazing hand on turn 3 to actually go for it. Whereas most combo decks, like Andrew would have to hold up his Spell Pierce starting now if it was a ritual-based combo deck.
But he doesn't.
Because that's the one bad thing about High Tide, is High Tide's more resilient than most combo decks, but it also takes that one extra turn to get there.
Yep, exactly. Do you think Andrew's going to just go Goblin Guide Ponder?
I think that's the best play for him to do.
Yeah, and not even worry about the Spell Pierce.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very difficult. It's very difficult. How is he going to go off? He's going to have High Tide into Turnabout into High Tide into
Time Spiral.
That's 4 cards.
He already knows that Eric does have 1 High Tide.
Yes.
So we'll see what Andrew draws this turn. Ooh,
okay. Yeah. Now he's pondering.
So he plays the Mountain. All right, there's a Goblin Guide. Is that a Pyroblast back there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like really, really sick.
Yeah.
All right, so boom, 4 damage. All right, there's one island.
1 land.
So the land goes to the hand.
Yeah.
I think Eric was a bit confused here. And then
now the next one triggers.
Yeah, next one triggers. And it's a Brain Freeze. All right. So, but for example, if the top card was Brain Freeze, then you want to go a card deeper.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, so.
I've seen that a couple times where people just rebuild into top 2 cards.
Oh, yeah, okay. And, I mean, Andrew might just not ponder here.
I think the smart play is to ponder. I think you progress your board a little, but he's not going to.
Maybe he just thinks like, hey, like I'm in such good shape, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And he might just, if that card actually is a Pyroblast back there, he might just Pyroblast like anything here.
Yeah.
Just to
slow him down.
Yeah, just slow him down a bit and to be able to use all his spells.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Scalding Tarn from Eric.
All right, just passes the turn back to Andrew.
All right, Andrew will draw. Andrew's probably looking for a land here. Oh, Chain Lightning. So he decided to leave the Chain Lightnings in. Oh, I think that's what was the
didn't
Air
even
Mace.
see that.
What?
I didn't see the Air Mace in his hand.
Oh, yeah. When we thought it might have been a Pyroblast.
Oh, okay.
There's an Arid Mesa back there. So a Cunning Wish gets revealed. So Andrew is down to what is it, 5
He's going
cards in
to
hand?
sacrifice Scalding Tarn in response, go to 13, for the second Goblin Guide trigger.
Yeah. All right, and Andrew in response is going to sacrifice the Arid Mesa.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Andrew has Spell Pierce, he has Force of Will, he has Ponder, and Chain Lightning in his hand.
Yeah.
So
A very good hand.
yeah, I mean, Eric pretty much has to go off within 2 turns, and he has to fight through at least 2 counter spells.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know what the Ponders are going to hit. You know?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. So it's exactly what we predicted here, though.
Yeah, just
when it
an
came
absolute
to-
smashing from
Yeah.
Andrew.
All right, there's a Merchant Scroll.
All right, so what do you think he does here? He definitely is going to ponder.
Yeah, he should. So Eric goes to 9. Now Andrew should Ponder first.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so he decides to Chain Lightning first.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
All right, Chain Lightning drops him down to 6.
I mean, I would ponder here. I would have pondered first.
Yeah, in case you do draw like a Pyroblast and want to hold that.
Yeah, I mean, just like why not? So Arid Mesa. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
there's
wow,
the
there
Pyroblast.
is a Pyroblast. You know. Do you shuffle or do you keep?
You keep.
You think so? You don't want to try to draw into something that could kill him next turn.
I'm pretty sure 3 counter spells is better than 2.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very difficult for Eric to go off through 3 counter spells. I wish he didn't play the Chain Lightning though.
Yeah, and I think he put Delver on top of his deck. I
Yeah.
think he should have put the Sackland on top of his deck.
Mhm.
Play like so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because the Delver's not really going to do anything. There's a Spell Pierce on the Cunning Wish. Yeah, I don't like that Chain Lightning either.
No.
Because now he would have had Pyroblast backup as well, just to be extra safe. Because I mean, Eric could actually go off now.
Mm-hmm.
He's tapped
If
out.
he has a Force Will, but I don't think he has enough cards in hand.
I mean, well, I think I did see a Force Will from Eric. All right, so let's see. Eric's going to draw this Merchant Scroll that was revealed from Goblin Guide. Now, Eric on 6 life here.
Yeah, Eric has to try to go off.
I mean, he could just wait a turn. He could have gone on to 2.
That's very risky against
I mean,
burn deck.
the benefit is that Andrew now is tapped out.
Yeah, and he can maybe draw an extra land and a spell.
Yeah.
Nope, going
So,
for it.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. And, I mean, Eric might do it. It's going to be tough, but
It's gonna be very tough. I don't know if he has enough spells to
Yeah.
actually pull it off.
no, I think he does. And if Andrew loses this game, it's all because of that Chain Lightning.
Yep.
So Andrew won't have anybody. He can't really say he got unlucky or anything if he ends up losing this game. All right, so there's a Force Will on the High Tide. Eric forces back. So Eric's down to 5 life once this second Force of Will resolves. It's on the stack. All right, so this is crazy.
Yeah.
Eric might actually pull this off. So High Tide has resolved. So he's gonna have access to 6 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can actually go off.
Imagine if he just goes like Turnabout into. Oh, it's Merchant Scroll. Oh man.
We're getting there. Alright, turnabout. What's the other cards in his hand?
I'm not too sure. All right, so there's a Turnabout.
6
There's
and
Time Spiral.
Spiral.
Dude, this is sick.
This is insane.
You know, it's all because of the Chain Lightning.
Yeah, it's all because he got greedy and just cast that Chain
Yeah.
Lightning.
If he just didn't cast a Chain Lightning, he would have got the Pyroblast. He would have been able to Pyroblast.
If he just didn't Chain Lightning, we would have already been calling Buffalo Wild Wings. Getting our reservation.
All right, so
Let's shuffle him up.
yeah, this is all right. So Eric's on 5 life. So 100% now, pretty much, or 99.9%. Eric, if he doesn't win this turn, he's just dead.
Yes.
Because I mean, Andrew's gonna get to draw 7 new cards. It's highly likely to draw a Lightning Bolt or a Chain Lightning or something. Do you think Eric realizes that he made that small misstep there?
He has to.
Yeah.
He has. Of course he has to.
Yeah. All right. So.